Hello dear children, welcome once again to your channel Computer Science with Meena Dogra. Hope all of you are doing fine, hope all of you are hale and hearty. In today's video, I have come up with Class 10th Information Technology, Subject Skills, Unit 3 RDBMS Basic, Session 2, Create and Edit Tables using Wizard and SQL Commands, Part 2. In part 1, I had explained database creation in OpenOffice database, various RDBMS terminologies, various terms used in a database, various database objects. Just in case you have not watched this part, do watch it before watching part 2. I'll provide the link for part 1 in video's description. So in part 2, let's see what we are going to cover up. We are going to cover this topic, which is very important from examination point of view also, and it's also a very important topic in order to understand how data is stored in RDBMS tables. So it is data types in OpenOffice base, and as per your curriculum there are 5 data types, 5 categories of data types, and they are like numeric, alphanumeric, binary, date time, other, object type. Fine, so I will be going into their explanation one by one, and let's get into the video now. To explain this, I have once again considered your CBSE study material. I will provide its link in the description as well. So let's discuss what is meant by a data type. But before that, I would like to all of you to just observe this table. Please observe this table. Table you all know is a collection of records, and records are made up of fields. So we have horizontal entries in a table, they form the records, and the vertical entries in a table, they form the fields. So record is made up of fields, and fields are the place where we store information. Okay, so this information, when we talk about, when we are creating a table structure and we are designing the fields, we are telling that what all fields do we want in our database. We have to tell 2 things about that field, minimum 2 things. Okay, first is what will be the field name, what will be the identity that you will give to the column, and then what will be the data type of each field. So from here this term comes, data type of a field, data type of a column, when we are making a table in database in RDBMS. So this data type basically tells, when we look at this information, what type of data will be stored in your column. The type of data that will be stored in your column is known as its data type. So if you can say, if I talk about anyone's name, it is going to be a alphabetic data, like alphabets के form में data होगा. If you talk about roll numbers, they will be integer values. You can also store date in like day, month, year format. And this is again a Roman letter, class 10th. This is also a character value. Phone is again a numeric value. Then this email, it can be a alphanumeric value made up of alphabets, special symbols, and sometimes digits also. This color again is alphabetic value. This location is again alphabetic value. So this is what we mean by a data type, that when we are defining a field, when we are telling its name, we also have to tell what type of data is to be stored in that field, and there we mention data type of the field. So how data types are given in OpenOffice base, and what are the various data types that OpenOffice provides us. I will be very soon coming up with part 3 of this session, which I will tell you how we can create a table in design view. Fine. So I'll just give a quick briefing for that as well, so that you know from where do we have to pick up these data types. Just see. This is one database that I have created, school.odb in OpenOffice base, and if I check this option under database section, which is tables, I get 3 methods. Basically the first 2 are of our use. Under the task where it reads create table in design view, and if I double click on this option, I get this kind of a table design window, and my default table name is table 1. Now suppose I'm storing a student's detail and I make the first column roll number. Here if I check this field name and field type, these are the various data types available in OpenOffice base. Fine. And when we are designing a table using SQL command, DDL command, create table command, there we have to manually type the data type name. But if we are creating a table in table design view, then we get a drop down list which lists all the 21 data types that are available for any field. You have to select either of them. Only one out of them can be selected, and from here you choose the data type. I'll just show you one example because a dedicated video on this topic will follow soon. So roll number will be of integer type, obviously, so I can choose this option, choose this data type integer from here. Fine. So this is the place where we write the field name, and in the second column we tell the type of the field. This type over here means the data type of the field. So let's see how many data types OpenOffice provides us. I hope this will give you this would have given you an idea as to from where we have to select these data types. So picking up the definition of a data type, they are used to identify which type of data or value we are going to store in a database tables field, है ना, in a database tables field. Database के table की किसी भी field में जो आप data store करते हो, what type of data it is going to be, that is determined by giving it a data type. So fields can be of different types, as we saw the table that we store different types of information. Some can be, it can be date type, it can be integer type, it can be alphanumeric type, it can be time type. So fields can have different types. For a record, there may be heterogeneity with respect to fields. So that will depend upon, of course, our requirements, the type of information we are trying to store. So data types in OpenOffice Base are broadly classified into 5 categories. So out of these 5 categories, the first 4 are very important, and the last one you just have to learn the definition because it is kind of beyond the scope of your subject. But still, I will tell you how you have to define it just in case it comes. So these are the 5 categories. Now these categories will further enlist a number of data types, but this is broadly the category, numeric types. If you have to deal with numbers, you will be going for numeric types. If you have to deal with alphanumeric information like textual information, or you have to, information which is made up of alphabets as well as numbers or special symbols, for example, an email ID, then you would be going for alphanumeric types. If you want to store a file of any format, or if you want to store audio-visual data, or you want to store like sound in a file sound format, image format, then you go for binary types. Then you have this date time types. Obviously, they will allow you to store information in terms of date and time. You can store date of birth, you can store date of joining, you can store date of admission, date of purchase, time as well. Okay, then last one is other variable types, which is like I'll tell you when I'll come to this point. Okay, this is used for serialization, storing serialized Java objects, and I'll come to it when I'll when it is going to come in the natural flow. Let's move to the first category, which is numeric types. Okay, so this is children, this is very important. This question has even come in the sample paper, so you have to be very thorough with these types, and you might get a question to identify. You might be given a situation, you might be asked like what type of data type would you prefer for storing this information. So it's not difficult, it's very easy, but you just have to know how one category is different from the other category. So let's deal with numeric data types now. Numeric data types are used for describing numeric values for the field used in the table of a database. जब भी you are dealing with numbers like roll numbers, order number, or it can be room number, it can be door number, it can be like, ठीक है ना, तो year part of the school admission date, some boolean type of a value, some fractional value like height of a person, weight of a person, you will be going for numeric data types because they'll be numbers. You will get the option to store numbers without fraction part, you will get the option to store numbers with a fraction part, and you'll also be getting an option to store information which is of yes no types. So let's see, numeric data types can be used for storing information such as mobile number, it's a number, roll number, door number, year portion of the school admission date, true or false like yes no type information, statistical values, fine, the values with a fraction part. So the different types of numeric data types are available. There are 10 in number. Okay, I'll just number them as I'll explain them. There are 10 in number, and I'll also categorize them in such a manner that you can learn the related ones together. So I'll just put one category I will make for this one. Okay, another category I'm going to make for this one till numeric. 5 data types I'll include in the second category within numeric, of course, and the last one I'll put like this, third category. Now this is like, I'll tell you why I have done this. This is Boolean type of information, like yes or no, 0 or 1. Boolean is an information which can be represented only in two states, on off, 0 1, true false. Fine. So this yes no type of information can be useful in a situation. Say suppose you are marking the attendance of a child. A child can be either present or absent. So if you have the column for attendance, you can mark the child's attendance like this. It appears like this when you will make it. When I'll give the third part, I'll explain how it looks. You're going to get a box like this for any field which is of yes no types. If you put a yes tick against inside this box, it denotes yes or 1, and if you do not mark a tick, then it denotes no or 0. So only two types of values can be stored in a Boolean type of field. Fine, and this occupies 1 byte in memory. Fine, this occupies 1 byte in memory. So this is category 1. आपको अगर क्वेश्चन में आता है कि ओके एक ऐसा कॉलम है जिसमें हमें ट्रू फॉल्स इंफॉर्मेशन स्टोर करना है, either a thing can be true or it can be false, so your answer would be identify the data type. You would say it's Boolean. Next is tiny int. Fine, data type is, name is Boolean, data type is yes no. Then you have this tiny integer, small integer, big integer, and numeric data type. Fine, so this you have to, like I'll tell you, these are used to store pure integers, whole numbers without fraction part. Fine, tiny integer will be used to store only positive numbers, whereas the other four can be used to store positive as well as negative numbers. So you need not like go into the description of this you need not learn the description for these data types because this will not be asked. You just should know how to identify. Fine, like you got a question in the sample paper, write 4 data types that can be used to store integers. So any of 4 out of these 5 names can be mentioned, pure integers without fractional part. So how do they differ from each other? That I'll tell you. Like tiny integer is the smallest one. It will occupy 1 byte in memory. Then a small int is going to occupy 2 bytes in memory. We have integer which is going to occupy 4 bytes in memory. We have big integer which is going to occupy 8 bytes in memory. So if you require a big number, fine, then you can go for big int. And if you require a small number up to 1 byte storage, you go for tiny. This is in increasing order of size. And numeric data type has no limit. Right? Numeric one has no limit. This number one. So this is how they are like different from each other in terms of the memory storage they are offering. Fine. Next is this third category. It belongs to numbers with a fraction part. Suppose you have to store the height of a person. So you say this person is 6 feet 4 inches tall, or this person is 5 feet 8 inches tall. So this type of information, or you want to store the weight of a person. So these type of information, we want to show the percentage of a student, percentage obtained by him in or her in exams. So this type of information is information that has both the integer portion and the fractional portion. So basically, if you want to store numbers with a fraction part, you should be going for these 4 data types. So decimal, real, float, and double. These will help you enter fractional numbers. So again, in this decimal has no limit, and if I talk about real, real data type, it occupies 4 bytes, float also 4, and float double also 4. So the storage is same, and this is how they are different from each other. This is how they can be different from the integer ones. है ये सारे numeric ही, but one is allowing you to store only yes no, the next 5 are allowing you to store only integers, and the last 4 are allowing you to store fractional values. So these are going to store numbers which can be used for calculations also, and this finishes numeric data types. Okay, let's now move to alphanumeric data type. So alphanumeric, it is made up of two words, alphabets, and numeric stands for numbers. So information which is of alphanumeric in nature, actually this is one data type which is so flexible. It can store letters A to Z small, A to Z capital, it can store digits 0 to 9, it can store any special symbol, any special character like at, dollar, you have a, dot, anything can come under this category. So if you have to store the address of a person, if you have to store the name of a person, if you have to store like comments, you have to store feedback, you have to store any textual information, you have to store email IDs, you will be preferring this type of, you will be going in for this category, because numeric allows only numbers. This is accommodating everything. Fine. So there are four again in this category: long varchar, char, varchar, and varchar underscore ignore case. Much expected question. Difference आ सकता है char versus varchar, difference आ सकता है varchar versus long varchar. So I'll be coming up with the difference between series also before your exams. Let's see. I'll first explain what is char, then I'll explain what is varchar, and then I'll move to long varchar. So char, if you say, it's like a text data type, but fixed in terms of bytes in memory. Length fix होता है इसका. And varchar, difference क्या है? Just see, if you choose the data type of a column as char, what happens? See, it stores exactly the length specified by the user. It pads with trailing spaces for shorter strings and accepts any UTF-8 character. So these are the 3 points that you must know. First thing, it stores exactly the length specified by the user. Suppose you have made a name field to store the name of a student and you have set it to char data type with length 15. Okay, length 15. So this size, now it becomes fixed. This field will occupy 15 bytes in memory even if the name that you are storing in it is of a lesser size. If you are storing a name that occupies only 8 characters or 10 characters, so leftover spaces will be, leftover bytes will be filled with trailing spaces. Trailing means that comes towards the end. Fine. So if I mark like this, I'll just put 15 dots here. And if I'm storing the name, say suppose Ankita in it, okay, I'm storing the name Ankita. So now when I see Ankita, it takes 6 characters. Ankita is made up of 6 characters. 15 minus 6 is 9. Okay, so these 9 bytes, they will be padded with trailing spaces. That means even if you are not utilizing the whole 15 bytes, the memory has been fixed because your data type is char and the leftover trailing bytes will be shorter strings ke liye, they will be filled with trailing spaces. Fine, so this is not an optimum utilization of memory, especially when you are not using all the bytes. So this is preferred when you are more or less aware of the exact content of the field. Then you can go for char. जब आपको पहले से ही पता हो कि हाँ इतना ही डेटा इसमें आएगा, then you can go for char because that will not lead to lot of memory wastage. Then it accepts any UTF-8 character. Now this UTF stands for Unicode transformation format. So this is an encoding scheme for characters. Whenever I'll get time, I'll upload a video on this as well. But this is an encoding scheme for characters universally identified, and 8 over here means it's an 8-bit field. So ये आपकी Unicode transformation format encoding scheme for characters है. Any character that is a part of this, that can be expressed using this encoding scheme, can be accepted in char type of field. Fine. So let's move to varchar. Now var over here stands for variable. Okay, this is a variable length character field. So अगर ये fixed था, ये varying होगा, ये variable होगा. So how it is different from var, and how is it better than how it is different from char data type, and how it is it makes more optimum utilization of memory. So I'll again mark these 5 blocks like this, the way I did earlier. So these are like my 15 blocks, and now when I put Ankita over here, if my data type is varchar, then only, no matter if I have given the field length as 15, only the data that I'm entering, that much byte, those many bytes will be occupied. That means in this case 6 bytes will be occupied, and the remaining 9 bytes, they will not be consumed, they will be released. So only जितना आप इसमें डेटा सेव करोगे उतनी मेमोरी ऑक्यूपाई करेगा. लेफ्ट ओवर जो मेमोरी होगी शॉर्टर स्ट्रिंग्स के केस में, दैट विल नॉट बी यूटिलाइज्ड, दैट विल नॉट बी वेस्टेड, एंड दैट विल बी रिलीज्ड. सो दिस इज हाउ varchar is better over char. No padding with trailing spaces is done, and also this also accepts any UTF-8 character. Now let's come to long varchar. This is memo data type. Memo data type is like when you are wanting to store a larger textual data. You know, like you are storing comments, you want to store a paragraph, multi-line data आपको स्टोर करना है, या आपको बहुत ज़्यादा डेटा स्टोर करना है, then you can go for this data type, long varchar. Fine. This is called memo data type, which is same as a varchar because it also stores up to the maximum length or number indicated by the user and accepts any UTF-8 character. No this thing trailing spaces are used for shorter strings, but still I will just demonstrate it to you how it is slightly different. कैसे different है. अगर आप यहाँ बात करते हो, suppose I introduce a field over here name, ठीक, and I take its data type as varchar. Here you can see underneath this there are field properties. They depend from data type to data type. यहाँ पर एक length property है बच्चा. Field properties पे I will give a dedicated video very soon. इसमें यहाँ पर length आप देख रहे हो by default 50 आ रही है, but I can change it. And I can set it to say suppose 30. I can change it to 30 कि मेरा बड़े से बड़ा नाम मैं एक एस्टिमेट से 30 ले लेती हूँ. सपोज मैंने यहाँ ग्रेड लिया, ग्रेड इज लाइक क्लास है ना, तो मैंने उसको कैर ले लिया कि चलो रोमन्स में इफ आई एम स्टोरिंग ग्रेड्स, तो रोमन्स में मेरे को पता है कि मेरे 5 to 6 लेटर्स में भाई क्लास 8th होगी जो 4 कैरेक्टर्स लेगी है ना. बाकी आप सारा इसको फिक्स साइज यहाँ से चेंज कर सकते हो. आपने कहा चलो मैं 6 लेटर्स या 6 या 7 बाइट्स तक यहाँ पर ग्रेड को ले लेती हूँ. ठीक. सपोज नाउ आई टेक ओवर हियर फीडबैक. ठीक है ना, मैंने यहाँ पे फीडबैक लिखा और मैं इसका डेटा टाइप चेंज करके करती हूँ मेमो. ठीक, मैं इसका डेटा टाइप चेंज करके कर देती हूँ बच्चा मेमो. जस्ट वेट लॉन्ग varchar. अब क्या होगा, ये 2 GB को बेटा इन्होंने लिखा है. ठीक है ना, ये 2 GB के बराबर इंफॉर्मेशन है. तो अगर इतना मेरा डेटा टाइप आ रहा है ना, तो आप यहाँ देखो, इफ आई प्लेस द कर्सर एंड ट्राई टू एडिट दिस लेंथ, आई कैन नॉट एडिट इट. सो दिस इज फिक्स्ड. 2 GB स्पेस इन्होंने आपको दे दी. मैक्सिमम साइज को आप मेमो के केस में चेंज नहीं कर सकते. द वे यू आर एबल टू डू इट विद कैर, यू आर एबल टू डू इट विद varchar, यू विल नॉट बी एबल टू डू इट इन केस ऑफ लॉन्ग varchar. लेगा ये 2 GB तक का डेटा, आपको ये प्रोविजन दे रहा है कि फिक्स करके इसने आपको साइज दे दिया, लेकिन हाँ मेमोरी उतनी ही ऑक्यूपाई करेगा जितना आप इसमें डेटा डालोगे. सो दिस इज द डिफरेंस बिटवीन लॉन्ग varchar एंड दीज टू. फाइन. अब बात करते हैं varchar underscore ignore case. Cases like if I talk about small a and I talk about capital A, this is in lower case and this is in upper case. Fine. So when I am actually storing my data and I am running a query against it, जैसे passwords होते हैं, when you enter passwords, you all know that passwords are case sensitive. Case sensitivity होती है in the sense like small a will match only small a and capital A will match only capital A. That means the letter will match the letter in which according to the case, है ना. बट अगर आप फील्ड को इस डेटा टाइप पर सेट कर देते हो varchar underscore ignore case, so what has happened when you compare data in queries, आप queries लिखते हो और आप comparison करते हो, select asterisk from student where name is equal to Ankita. सपोज आपने ये क्वेरी दी, तो अंकिता चाहे आप स्मॉल में लिखो, चाहे कैपिटल में लिखो, चाहे मिक्स करके लिखो, टेबल में वो जैसा भी स्टोर्ड हो आपकी क्वेरी उससे मैच कर जाएगी. सो व्हेनेवर यू विल कंपेयर, है ना, तो कंपैरिजंस के टाइम पर केस सेंसिटिविटी नहीं होगी, ओनली द कंटेंट हैज टू मैच. ठीक. सो अगर आपने ऐसे लिखा अंकिता लाइक इन ऑल स्मॉल और इन ऑल कैप्स, जैसे भी आप लिखो या आप मिक्स करके लिखो, दिस इज गोइंग टू मैच दिस इज गोइंग टू मैच. किसी भी वे में अगर आप लिखते हो क्वेरी में कंपैरिजन करते हो अंकिता में, वो सिर्फ ये चेक करेगा कि ANKITA है वो चाहे किसी भी केस में हो वो मैच हो जाएंगे. दिस इज varchar ignore case. दिस इज यूज टू मेक फील्ड्स वेयर कंपैरिजंस नीड नॉट बी केस सेंसिटिव. और ये आपकी इंफॉर्मेशन जो आप लिखते हो उसको कैपिटल्स में स्टोर करता है. ठीक है ना. सो दिस इज varchar अंडरस्कोर इग्नोर केस, जहां पर केस सेंसिटिविटी का कॉन्सेप्ट खत्म हो जाता है जो लॉन्ग varchar, char और varchar में होता है. ये केस सेंसिटिव है और ये जो डेटा है टाइप है इसकी इंफॉर्मेशन केस सेंसिटिव नहीं होगी. ठीक. So these were the four alphanumeric types. Next come to another interesting category which is binary types. Binary types are used for storing data in binary formats. So you all know that computer ultimately understands only binary information. उसमें store ही इस format में होती है. So binary data types कहाँ use होते हैं? Storing photos, music files, etc. In general, files of any format, कैसी भी format की file हो, वो binary data type में store हो सकती है. ठीक. So different types of binary data types available are listed here. There are three in category: long var binary, binary and var binary. Relate them with character types. बिल्कुल वैसे ही हैं. Binary is binary fix. ठीक. एक मिनट बच्चा, मैं आपको इसकी स्टोरेज भी बता दूं. I just skipped it. All these character data types, they occupy 2 GB for 32-bit OS. All of them have the same storage. इतना मैक्सिमम स्टोरेज ये अलाउ करते हैं 32-bit ऑपरेटिंग सिस्टम के लिए 2 GB तक फॉर ऑल फोर. दिस इज द storage requirements. Let's talk about binary. Here also, like binary can be compared, treated analogously, मतलब functioning के terms में chars की तरह हो सकता है. var binary आपका varchar की तरह है और long var binary आपका long varchar की तरह फंक्शनैलिटी में है. ठीक है ना. सो ये सब भी 2 GB लेते हैं फॉर 32-bit OS. फॉर 32-bit OS, ऑल 3 ऑफ देम. सो बाइनरी फिक्स है. ठीक. आपने जो कॉलम है वो फिक्स साइज का, चाहे आप उसमें छोटा इमेज डालो, छोटा डेटा डालो, बट इट इज गोइंग टू ऑक्यूपाई these many bytes in memory. Stores any array of bytes, any array, any binary information bytes format में आपकी लेगा. var binary again variable होगा, जितना डेटा होगा उस अकॉर्डिंग इट इज गोइंग टू carve out the space, rest of the space will be released. So optimum utilization होगा इस केस में मेमोरी का. Then long var binary also stores any array of bytes, but इसका data type है image. It is used to store images, sounds, etc. And let's see what is meant by no validation required. See, when you are storing the data type, data in a database, validation checks are imposed on it. जैसे हमने पढ़ा था सेशन 1 में डेटा इंटीग्रिटी, लाइक डेटाबेस इज अलाउड टू स्टोर ओनली वैलिड इंफॉर्मेशन. वी पुट चेक्स फॉर दैट. Fine, suppose age of a person, if we are making a column for age, we have to put a check that okay, age can never be negative. Fine, if I am entering a day number for the month of April, I cannot enter 31 as the day number because April has only 30 days. Fine. So these are various validations that we impose on fields so that data integrity is maintained and accurate and consistent data is allowed to be stored in a database. But in case of binary data types, validation is not required. Fine. आप देखते हो ना, when you upload a form, suppose you are registering for some competition, they ask you to upload your photograph. आप एनडीए का फॉर्म भरते हो या आप सपोज कोई भी कंपटीशन का फॉर्म भरते हो, दे आस्क यू टू अपलोड योर फोटोग्राफ, दे आस्क यू टू अपलोड एन इमेज ऑफ योर signatures. So this type of data type is a part and parcel of various online forms that we various applications, they ask for textual data as well that they validate, but photo they don't validate. That is validated when you actually sit for the exam. There they validate. Okay, वो photo ले लेंगे, but then they will validate it against your Aadhaar or they'll validate it physically. ठीक. So this type of information, if you want to store, you will go for binary data type. Fourth category, another interesting category is date time. ठीक है ना. Date of birth, date of admission. You purchase things online, date of purchase, date of placing the order, date and time of placing the order. You are booking a ticket online for, say, suppose air ticket online, date and time of this thing, booking the ticket, you are giving an online exam, date and time of submission of the paper. So this type of information is required, and OpenOffice also provides you three data types, like for describing date and time for the fields used in the table of a database. They can be used for storing information such as date of birth, date of admission, date of product sale, etc. So three different data types again: date, time, and timestamps. See, the date is used to store pure dates, month, day, year information. This is the valid range for date. ये डेटा आप उसमें एंटर कर सकते हो from 1199 to 119999. You can change the format, however. You can go for DDMMYY format, MMDDYY format. That's up to you. Then time. If you want to store time in terms of hours, minutes, seconds, this also you can change the format. You can अभी हम बात करें कि time is comprised of three things बच्चा: hours, minutes and seconds. So this information will go into time type of a data, time type of a field. If अगर आपकी field का data type time है तो वो time information store करेगा in terms of hours, minutes and second. Data type date है, it is going to store information for month, day and year. And this is the format for time. Second since 1/1/1970. Fine. Then timestamp. Many a times you require both the things like date as well as time. So if you want to store date as well as time together, take date भी store करना and time भी. Like I gave you the example, the date of placing the order, date and time of placing the order. Then the data type that will come into use is timestamp. Timestamp is a data type which is used to store date and time together. Exclusively date with date, exclusively time with time, both of them together, go for timestamp. So these are the three data types available with date time category. Last one is other data types, which is like beyond. I cannot go for its explanation because it's kind of beyond the scope of your subject, but I will tell you this is other data type, and इसको object भी बोलते हैं. This is to कई बार देखो, जो ये जो ओपन ऑफिस हम पढ़ रहे हैं इस वर्जन में वी हैव ओनली दी अदर वन, ठीक है ना, अदर डेटा टाइप, हियर इट इज, ठीक है ना. सो कई जगह आपको अदर और ऑब्जेक्ट दोनों मिलेगा कुछ वर्जन्स में. सो ये किस लिए यूज होता है? इट इज यूज टू स्टोर सीरियलाइज्ड डेटा, serialized Java objects. So Java language provides a mechanism which is called object serialization, where an object can be represented. Java is an object-oriented programming language. I'm telling you, this is beyond the scope of your curriculum. So just learn it the way it is given over here. That if you get a question, which data type is used to store serialized Java objects, you'll write other /object. Fine. So other जरूर लिखना because आपके OpenOffice base version में other is there. So user application must supply serialization routines. So Java programming language, it provides a concept of object serialization where an object can be represented as a sequence of bytes, and it includes the object's data as well as information about the object type and the types of data stored in the object. So this is like, as I said, you need not go into details of this. Just remember this line, that the data type which is used to store serialized Java objects is the other data type of OpenOffice base. So with this, I finished the explanation of data types in OpenOffice base. Hope you'll find this video useful. Do refer to it. There are total 21 data types listed in the OpenOffice table design window, and each of these I have explained here category wise. Just remember for how you have to learn them category wise, and within the category then go for the names. Fine. So do watch it. Let me know how much I was able to help you in the explanation. Comment and motivate me to come up with more such videos for you. I will be back with part 3 soon, in which I will take up table creation process. Fine. So till we meet again, children, as I always say in the end, happy learning from my side. Learn happily and make your concept strong, and may God bless all of you. Take care. Thank you.